everyone, welcome back. This is Denise, and today we just finished painting. I feel like still painting, so I'm going to film a second video because we just finished painting these. And I love them more than I can even say. They're so gorgeous. Oh, and I thought that we could do maybe two bigger pieces inspired by these little ones. And so I'm gonna just keep out all the supplies on my desk that I was already using. So I've got the Masha's watercolors in quinacridone gold hue and shadow purple, and we are going to paint these and then hopefully in a similar way that I originally painted them. And then I'm going to stencil on top and just create some bigger pieces. So just got a little thing of water out here. I keep water on my desk, but sometimes I take a little break from painting and filming. And you know, this yellow was crazy when I used it, but in those pieces it's gorgeous. But yeah, sometimes I'll go ahead every time I leave the table for the day and I will fill up my water jars here and they're full, which you'll notice that one's not very full there. I'll fill the water jars up and then come back next day and everything on my desk is like clean and ready to go. But I have not felt like painting. It's been so hot and miserable that I think my desire to be creative has been sucked up in the heat, because it's very humid where I live, and in the summer it's just insanely miserable this year, it seems like. And so I haven't felt like painting or doing anything in a while, which is why I'm super glad that I get ahead on YouTube videos, so I don't feel like I need to create something when I'm just not feeling it. And man, I have been out of the room long enough. I hadn't even come up to my studio to do anything. I've been sitting on my porch reading fantasy books. Listening to them is more accurate, but I've gotten into you know, I was reading told you a while back I was reading like the ACOTARs and all the Sarah J Maas books, and that just sent me on a rabbit hole of wanting to read all the romantasy books that are so popular. So I've, you know, got into the Fourth Wing series and the Quicksilver series and the Monster City series and the Princes of Sin series, which if you liked ACOTAR, Court of Thorns and Roses, you should try the Princes of Sin series. There's 5 books in that now, and in book 4 and 5 are in the Princes of Sin. They're like packaged together under the Princes of Sin, and then there's Kingdom of the Wicked, I think it's book 1, 2, 3, and it's so good. I can't wait for book 6. So yeah, I've been like sitting on my porch, swinging on my swing, sweating my tushy off, listening to books, just being inspired by those instead of coming up and painting. So the water jar that was full is all the way down here because it's just evaporated into my room. Yeah, so if you liked ACOTAR, what's your very favorite other series right along that that you also loved? Since I just gave you the rundown of which ones have kind of been my very favorite there also. And Shane, I like the ones, the graphic audios where they have, I like the graphic audios or the dual narrators. And there's this one that's now my book boyfriend narrator, and his name is Shane East. And everything that he narrates, his voice is so beautiful that I'm just like, oh my gosh, I want you to narrate every book ever from now on. They're so amazing. And so, yes, I have a new narrator boyfriend for my books. I just want to fall asleep to this man talking. His voice is so beautiful. And he's a narrator. He's English. So you got that slight little English accent in there. That's so lovely. And I just want to listen to everything he's ever narrated. But I do love the ones where they're dual narrators or the graphic audio. Even better now, and it seems to be like a thing because now you see a lot more of those than we did. I'm getting my little stencil brushes ready. Ink blending brushes. And then, yeah, so seems to be more the thing, and more book authors are doing it. And I'm so glad, because it just really adds to the whole experience. Okay, let's let this dry and I'll be right back. All right, let's go, let's do this. Okay, so I really liked these 4 stencils, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of do what I did. I liked this Wolf S501, and I've got my purple matter over here out already in the Blick matte paints. I just put out that purple matter and that yellow oxide again, and that white. And you can use any kind of paints that you have available to you to do stuff like this. I just use these because I have access to them and they're convenient and I like them. They're better quality than craft paint, but they're not as expensive as the artist paints. And I like all the colors that I can get, and they're non-toxic. I just like them. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, we like that one. And then I also liked this one. I'm gonna go ahead and just do some other mark making in here. And this was the Stencil Girl one that's corrugated cardboard, and it is here we go, S227 Maine, M-A-Y-N-E. And I link all the different favorite things that I got there on my favorites page, which I'll link below the video. So Stencil Girl is right up top on those links, so check that page out. It's a page on my website where I can put stuff on it and update it and change it out without links going bad on YouTube. Alright, then we had this yummy white one, which is the Crafter's Workshop TCW357S, and some of these may not even still be made. These are just stencils I've had for a very long time. So look through, you know, your different stuff and see, like, what do you have already? Whether this is available or not, you could get it, but it may not be out there anymore. I don't know. I just like it, and I keep them in little stencil notebooks and pull them out to use when I'm like, ooh, okay, that I kind of messed up a little bit. Moving a little fast with some wet paint underneath. I'm not worried about it. Okay, I like that. Oh, I do like that. Okay, and then we had this that I used, and this that I used, and this that I used. So we got Tim Holtz, a Flourish by Tim Holtz, Flourish layering stencil, which I love. Kind of feeling that. And then this is an Amazon stencil of a pack of 6 different stencils that I link on my Amazon storefront and my favorite art supplies. So that is also on a link on my favorites page. And then I liked this, and I did this in some gold, but I really love this Flourishy one. And so we're going to put some more gold out. Put all these brushes over here in some water so they don't dry out before I go wash them out. I just wash those like I do all my other brushes, nothing special. I do have like a silicone makeup brush cleaner that sits in my sink with little nubby things on it. Silicone nub things, and it helps clean these too. I use it for all my brushes, really. Okay, so I definitely want to dry this real quick now that I'm thinking that. Now, a lot of times when I'm sitting doing stuff like this, it's not about what we end up with when we're done. It's about the play, and I don't get stressed about things messing up or not going the exact way I was thinking they should have, because it's a good time to play and creatively problem solve. I like that. So don't get super hung up on, oh, this is not perfect, or oh, I didn't mean to do this or that or what have you, because it's not what this is about for me. I don't care in the end if people are like, oh, I liked that other thing you did better. Okay, who cares? It just doesn't faze me. I'm not trying to make stuff for other people. I'm not trying to make stuff that's gonna sell. Okay, I love this one here. What I am enjoying is showing up and having the fun and it mentally relaxing all of the stress going on in the world and just taking that moment and allowing myself that freedom to play and enjoy. It doesn't really matter where I end up or if people like whatever I did that day. You know, if you don't like what I did today, go and create the version that you think I should have made. Go and paint that and see what you can get and what you're gonna, okay, I really want to use this one now because I want to fill in a little of these up here. But yeah, it's all about, you know, because people love to be like, oh, I wish you'd do this instead, or oh, I wish you had done that, or wish you'd use these other supplies more often, or whatever. But it's about whatever inspires me when I sit down. And I want you to do that too. Pick up a bunch of your supplies that maybe you don't normally pick up, or you need to experiment with or play with. Oh, that was the perfect addition to those. Or if you think I should have used other colors or added this or that to it, go and sit at your art table and paint with me and paint your version. It's more about showing up and having fun. It doesn't matter if I created a masterpiece today. It's more of, did I have a good time painting and I'm going to leave my paint table pretty happy camper? Yes, that's exactly what it's about. Now I'm kind of wondering, do we need any extra mark making? Because on our originals we didn't do extra mark making, but I'm kind of thinking we could add some dots or something in there. I got some of these Zig Posterman waterproof markers that one's not used, in the gold. It's very similar, it's close, it's made by Kuretake. I thought it would be exact the same as this gold, but it's not exact, but it is lovely, and it gives us a real thin line, and it would be perfect to like come back in and maybe just do some lovely details or some dots or something. This is the one, and I like the chisel tip, so you can get the bullet point one. I've linked in my favorites page, I've linked the Blick links that I had of these, and they've only got the chisel tips, and after I got it I'm like, oh wait, I like those better anyway, because I can get dots by going on the edge, I can get lines by going on the flat edges. So it's more, you get more options with these lovely chisel tips than you did with the bullet tip. Like, who knew? Who knew? Okay, that was very few that I added in there, but I did want to throw out there that this new favorite option for a gold ink pen, if you don't want to have the ink in a dip pen, we have a new option that Blick has. Okay, so that was very few, but it was fun to at least throw that option out there for you. I think I'm where I want to be. I wanted it gold. I wanted it those undercolors. This was my inspiration set, and for what we started with, I think we upsized that rather nicely. So let's peel the tape and see what we got today. I'm feeling good about the set. I love this colors, even though I picked that quinacridone gold when I first time I used it on that other set. I'm like, oh, I don't know, that's very bright. And then it dried and we put layers on top of it, and then it was like, oh yeah, that is a good one. Good choice. Look how pretty these are. Definitely a different style than I was painting, say, last year, and if you go back 2 years, different than that. But I just like to play and evolve and grow and just see what we can create, and that's some pretty pieces. Oh my goodness, and I like the shine that comes through. Wow. Okay, hope you enjoyed upsizing our little sampler set to a bigger set. Hope you enjoyed painting with me today, and I'll see you guys next time.